There's one thing that no human being escapes: pain. Suffering, though, is a choice. Pain is inevitable. It's woven into the fabric of life. You might look at someone who seems to have it all, the perfect life, the perfect health, the perfect happiness, and think, I'd trade places with them. But if life were a deck of cards and every card represented a different person's life, one of them blind, one rich, one poor, one famous, would you really put your own card back in the deck and pick another? How many of you have gone through enough in your life, in business, relationships, or personally, that when another challenge hits, even if it's stressful, you know deep down you'll find your way through it. You've done it enough times that it's almost instinct now. That's one of the greatest gifts of living long enough, realizing you are more than anything that's ever happened to you. You are unbreakable. You might feel broken, but you are not broken. Your body can be injured. Your heart can ache. But your soul, your spirit, can never be broken. That's an illusion. When you push through the most painful, unbearable experiences, the ones you'd never wish on anyone, not even your worst enemy, those become the defining moments of your life. Think back 10, 20, 30 years ago, something that once felt like the end of the world. At that time, it was unbearable. But years later, you look back and realize it made you stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Pain only lingers as long as we give it a negative meaning. If you have even 1, 2, or 3 people you truly love and trust who also love and trust you, you've struck gold. I've learned that the more people you care about, the more stress you'll feel. I have my family, my chosen family, my extended chosen family. When you care deeply, you feel deeply, their pain becomes your pain. For years, I was in constant reaction because I cared so much. When someone shared their suffering, I used to get overwhelmed by it. I had to learn to step out of the emotion and into service. Maybe God put me through everything I've experienced so I could build the strength to help others, not just by speaking, but by truly understanding, by living it again and again through myself and millions of others. There's a beauty in realizing I matter. The people I love matter, and we are all here to serve each other. Years ago, Sage and I went through some serious health issues. I burned a hole in my esophagus from mercury poisoning and lost 1/3 of my blood. I could have died. A week later, I was scheduled to lead Date with Destiny. In the middle of that event, my body gave out again. I was rushed to the hospital. They told me, you'll need to stay here for days. I said, no. These people matter to me. They need me. So I got up in a wheelchair and showed up. And what happened next changed me forever. Because for once, I wasn't the one serving. I was the one being served. That's the circle of life. We are here to serve and to be served. Loss can break your heart, whether it's a loved one, a child, or even a pet. Loss is loss. When we lost our dog of 16 years, it felt unbearable. But nothing can truly break me. It may look like it. It may feel like it. But I am more than anything that can happen to me. I am soul. I am spirit. That is eternal. And when you connect with that truth, everything changes. You'll hold on to your pain until you discover something you value more than the pain. When Sage and I found our new puppy, it didn't replace the one we lost. It simply expanded our love. After enough experiences, you develop emotional immunity. You bounce back faster. You're no longer shattered by what once would have destroyed you. That's growth. When someone loses a child, those who eventually find peace do so because they discover a way to honor that child. I once met a woman whose daughter was killed by a drunk driver. She was consumed by grief and anger, and her other children felt invisible. Then, one day, she realized she needed to love the ones still here. She decided to honor her daughter's life by helping others, and she founded Men ADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, saving millions of lives. When you find a higher purpose, the pain starts to release its grip. Pain is not forever. It only feels permanent when you can't yet see beyond it. But pain passes the moment you find something you care about more deeply Everyone experiences pain, but suffering is optional. So find your global solution, the thing that grounds you no matter what happens. For some, that's faith in God. For others, it's the belief that everything happens for a reason. For me, it's knowing that if I can overcome something, emotional, physical, spiritual, financial, I can help others do the same. That belief turns pain into purpose. It makes it worthy, because otherwise we become addicted to our pain. And that's the most dangerous addiction of all. What you've been through might be unimaginable, but within it lies transformation. We either transform or we stay trapped in trauma. When I was 32, doctors told me I had a tumor in my brain. They said, well, I need to operate immediately. You might lose your energy or your life. Those were what I call inconvenient side effects. In that moment, I felt total uncertainty for the first time in years. It shook me. But from that pain came one of the greatest gifts of my life, the discovery of the 6 human needs. It poured through me like a revelation in the shower in the south of France, getting ready for Date with Destiny. I wrote as the water splashed on the page, everything is a gift, but it's our job to find the gift. Until we discover the higher purpose behind our pain, we remain stuck in it. Pain is part of life. Suffering is the story we attach to it. You will feel pain. We all will. But suffering, that's the part you have the power to end.